I said, oh, this is so wonderful. And everybody that's in there, just so, you do such a wonderful
Thank you so much.
You have an anointing for this.
Thank you. You don't make me cry because this is my passion, really. Honestly, I do it from the bottom of my heart.
Well, you can tell it because you can tell that God really got you doing what you do. And it's going to really just blossom. So the magazine, how's it doing worldwide?
Oh, my God. You know, it blows my mind. Like, every time I look and when I see something that's overseas, like, I will look and see something in Australia. I'm like, but how? You know, and it's like nobody but a God. You know, and it's like, I feel like God is revealing, you know, like all you have to do is trust me, you know. And I had you because I was scared. I'm like, who wants to read this? These are some of my inspirations. Like, who wants to know this? So I was really reluctant, you know. And then, of course, I have to fund it too. So I'm like, oh, God, are you serious? And it's really just blowing my mind.
But it's good. The people out of the United States appreciate the people in the United States more than they do. You know, when I went to Japan, those people in Tokyo treated me like I was the queen of Sheba or something. I mean, they had people. Busloads coming off from Germany and stuff, coming over, and it was amazing because they were coming to see me. And the theaters, they held like 4,000 and 5,000 people, packed every night, busloads filled with people, and they come in there bowing to me. And so the first night of the concert, I signed so many autographs until my hand got tired. And I said, you know, I'm going to have to come back. I can't do this anymore. They had all of my, I was the only one on there singing gospel. But they have their concerts together. And they had all of my 45s R&B for me to sign those, you know, coming up with stacks of them like this, Eric, for me to sign these 45s. And I said, oh my God, I can't do all of this. But it was just such a wonderful thing that they were coming to see me. And so as I'm walking down the street, people are walking, just bowing, you know, just bowing. All of the elevators just bowing. And when I went to Paretta, to the Paretta Festival in Italy, they had booked a concert for me, a gospel concert for me, and I'm the only one on there doing gospel. But they had it in this great big Catholic church that's about 3 blocks long.
Wow.
And the concert started at 9 at night. And at 7, you couldn't get near it.
My God.
I'm telling you. And they were all in the aisle, sitting on the floor and everything. Calvin went with me. You know Calvin.
Calvin Bernard. Calvin Bridges. Okay.
He went with me to help with the music, you know, the band and everything. And you could not get
means the world to me to really share my thoughts on individuals like you. You know, like, I'm like, I have to carry this carry this around all my life without really knowing which way to, like, what platform to share it on. But now I have the magazine.
And we were at Miles College together, and he was take over the choir there. And we had a group and everything together. And when I see how we would all go to their programs, and so we had a group, and they used to call me Lil Dot, Dr. Love, you know, because we used to sing all this songs. And Father Hayes used to play for the group, for our group that we had. And so we used to sing all the harmonious songs, and I would lead them. And it was so ironic because Evelyn Beavers, who played for the Harmonettes, her sister, Vastella Stars, played for the first church that I sang a song solo with the choir. And I met her, and I was telling all of that on the interview that I did the other day, thanking the Lord for others, people that made an impact in your life. And Vastella Stars was one of them, because the little family, all they had, these 4 girls, they could sing, Eric, and they would live next door to my aunt, and I'd go to my aunt's house every day, and I'd sit on their front porch, and those girls could really sing.
The littles.
The little family. And they never made it big or nothing, but they should have, but they weren't, into that. And one night they asked me to go to choir rehearsal with them, because I didn't know they were paying me any attention. I was just a girl, just up there listening to them and put my little voice in, but my mom said I could sing before I could talk. And I loved to sing, and every time my mother and father, they had any kind of gathering, they bring me with my little self in there to sing for the folks. We went out all the time, always singing the church song, and regardless of what they were drinking or what. And so they asked me to go to rehearsal with them one night, and I went. And I knew anything. Miss Stella called me up to the piano, and she says, "I hear you can sing." They were telling me I could sing. I said, "I don't know about all of that." And she started playing this song by Roberta Martin, saying, "He's My Light."
He's my light.
And she said, "Sing," and I started singing. And totally choir rehearsal in the Baptist church. They wasn't even. They was just going. And so she taught the background that night. And then Sunday we sang from then on. Folk were running up the hill, First Baptist Church.
Wow.
Just hoping that I would be this little girl singing. And they had to do this by our choir because we sang in the back. So the big choir, senior choir was in the front. Our choir had to sing from the back up in the balcony.
Wow.
And they would turn around and sing. It was just amazing the things that happened on my journey. And I told that journey on Wednesday. So when this boy sends us the link on it, I'm going to send it to you. I want you to see it. It was really nice.
Well, world, I wanted you all to see the most lovely. Isn't she beautiful and just so sweethearted? Pastor Mitty Collier, I mean, man, her voice is just amazing. Literally, it's one of a kind. Seriously. You hear a lot of people duplicating other voices that they hear, but she's definitely original. It's just the raspy and just the clear tone and just the depths of her voice is just out of sight to me. So I wanted you all to see the lovely. Look at the smile. Before my phone died, I'm going to try to take a photo, but love on someone and change your life. I'll see y'all later.